So if flute playing feels just a lot harder than it should, like a lot of effort, that could be in your tone, your articulation, your jaw, your endurance, or if you're experiencing any pain while you're playing, whether it's at the beginning of your practice session or if it happens later on in your practice, we really need to check the tension in your playing. So just a really quick note, any flute playing that is causing pain, that's something that really needs to be addressed because you don't want to develop any sort of repetitive use injuries, which can be serious and really affect your flute playing. So don't feel like you need to tough it out or just push through it. A lot of times, really all of the time, it needs to be investigated to figure out what it is that's actually causing you pain. So if it's not pain and it's just tension, we still need to address those things. Two places where I really frequently see a lot of tension are going to be in the jaw here and then also in the shoulders. A lot of times people don't even realize that they're holding that tension, but if my shoulders are raised and tense, I'm really going to have a thinner sound. I'm also going to run out of air very, very quickly. So tense like this. So what I want to do is just make sure that I'm dropping my shoulders. So if that means taking a breath before you play, just checking to make sure they're still down and they're not up near my ears. While I'm playing, I'm also checking to make sure these are lower. After I take subsequent breaths, I'm also making sure that they're not creeping up, again, closer to my ears. I'm just making sure that they're always feeling low and relaxed. When your jaw tightens, that's a little bit different kind of pain. So that can be a little bit more of an acute, sharp pain. Sometimes the shoulder stuff, it just feels like tension, muscle tightness. This can actually feel like pain. So if the muscles in your jaw are really, really tight, that's when you start to feel it here. You can really lose a lot of flexibility in your embouchure. You can lose control over the tone. You can sort of detect that tightness in the embouchure. This also happens sometimes if you're taught to use a smile embouchure, which is terrible. So that also creates a lot of times that tightness here in the jaw. So I'm just going to make sure that the muscles here in the jaw are relaxed. And I'm going to get a much freer, open tone that way. So this is something that if you notice it happens for you, that you really have to check in with yourself frequently. So if you're playing in an ensemble or you're practicing at home, if you need to, just set a timer for every 10 minutes or so and just do a really quick scan. Are your shoulders low? Are they high? Right? Do you need to release some tension in your shoulders? If you're noticing any pain here whatsoever, again, just take a deep breath, relax those muscles, and then try to play again. So try to develop that awareness so that if you are experiencing that tension or the pain, that you address it right away. Again, we don't want any repetitive use injuries to develop as we're playing because that really can have majorly adverse effects down the road. So these are really small adjustments that we can make that have major improvements in our playing. It's just, again, that awareness. So set that timer if you need to. Develop the awareness that when you feel the tension or any kind of pain, that you address it right away. And that's how we can extend our careers as players and we don't end up sidelined with injuries that just seem to pop up out of nowhere, but actually are the result of years and years of repetitive use injury and unhealthy habits that we have. Right now, I am offering a free trial lesson for new students, and you can find that sign up link in the description. Feel free to try any of these ideas and let me know how it works for you, or let me know what else you might be struggling with on the flute right now.